Good afternoon all. It is my pleasure and privilege to welcome you all to the opening of the museum extension. It has been a long time in the happening, and we finally achieved it, and it gives me great pleasure to welcome the Minister of Sport, Jonathan Coleman, here to do the opening for us. But this is a very special occasion. We're celebrating the life of Jack Fagan and Brian Reidy, great outstanding rugby league players, great outstanding administrators. They helped the game in all levels, leagues, clubs, ex-Kiwis and on the museum committee. But not only were they great players and administrators, they were great people. And I'd like to think that rugby league helped shape their character. So it is a great pleasure that the families are here and we acknowledge them today. Without Jack's vision and foresight, the museum would never have happened. And his optimism and his powers of persuasion was exceptional. And the museum, despite a lot of obstacles, finally got underway. And it wouldn't have got underway without Brian Reidy either, because Brian was in the background. He did all the hard yards. He kept his feet on the ground. He kept us all level-headed. So, thank you to Brian and Jack. I'd also like today to thank and welcome Design Environments. John McDonald and Don Simano and Marion are here today, and they did an excellent job in doing the museum extension, which you'll see. They went beyond their calls of duty. They came in all hours and achieved and overcome the obstacles, and we're eternally grateful to them for their effort. So thank you, Don and John. Also like to thank Ortex, who helped us with the carpeting, who helped us originally with sponsorships. They went beyond the call of duty and making sure the carpet was laid and things were on order and time. I'd like to thank the New Zealand Rugby League for their support in this project, and I'd also especially like to thank Francie, who did all the organisation skills and kept us level-headed. Welcome to Life members, welcome to the New Zealand Rugby League board members, and welcome to representatives from Auckland and Akarana. Thank you for coming. I'd also like to thank the museum committee. We're all volunteers. What we've done has been for the love of the game. We've given up a lot of time. The ex-players who played for the love of the game, often it's sacrifice in those days when no one got paid. You had to give up your job, you had to play for your country, and they are contributing in administration ever since. So I'd like to thank all the committee and what they've done, and I'd like to name them. Ray Hefferton, the Deputy Chairman, Alan Gore, who's taken over as Treasurer, Brian Keane, our Secretary who keeps us honest, Don Hammond, the Curator, Gary Whittle, Kevin Bailey, Tom McEwen and Jason Baker. Thank you very much for what you've done and persevering with me over the last few months. The New Zealand Rugby League mission, our mission is really to celebrate, preserve, educate and inspire people to our great game. And part of our objective is to encourage loyalty and participation in rugby league. And the museum, nothing gives me more pleasure than when I see young kids come through and the inspiration they get from seeing what happened. When I hear about people who went to England on the boat, took them months, played 3 games a week, when these days they play once every 10 days, is a bit of a problem. So it inspires them, and the skills they learn is very good. Skills, setting goals, being inspired, being honest, working in the community, and particularly working in teamwork, and I think that's been very good. They also learn the skills of patience, and if they support the Warriors, they certainly need that. Rugby league, as we all know, is an important part of the social history of New Zealand. It is very important. Our game comes from the lower socio-economic areas of the country, and in my view, successive governments have never really fully appreciated the benefits that rugby league brings to the community. And so with that in mind, I think it was very good, and I'd like to recognise the fact that the Minister has given up his valuable time today to open this museum and the extension. Thank you, Minister. Part of our operation is to continually improve, and we're looking forward all the time, as all innovative people should do. And our next step is to embrace modern technology, which young people will be happy with, touch technology, and that'll be a major project for us, and particularly in the funding area. And we need to enhance our marketing skills, but I'd like to think that we've achieved quite a lot so far, but we've still got goals to achieve in the future. It's also my time to ask the Minister to open shortly after Alex has spoken, but it was great to know that the Minister has got a connection to our game through one of his ancestors, Kiwi number 98, Stan Walters. And so we do appreciate you having this milestone with us, and particularly the opening of the extensions to recognise Brian and Jack Fagan. Thank you.